Anytime a woman cheats, there's always a reason for it. Apparently, even on brides.com.
Oh, my God.
12
Woo!
reasons why women cheat according to the experts. Like El Silver, I'm sure. I love it. Studies show that the infidelity gender gap is growing. No, it hasn't growing. It never was a gap. Women have always cheated more than men. And now they're just the ones freely admitting it. Well, I mean, we know how many babies that fucking mailman fathered.
It's like 1800.
Yeah. Stay-at-home wives have like the best cover of all.
That's right.
Just because they never got caught
Yeah,
or admitted it doesn't
they-
mean it didn't happen.
I mean, if I recall, that mailman was in his 80s, and he had like over 1,000 kids.
That's a lot. That dude, I'm amazed he made it that long just because he should have died of like 3.5 different kinds of cancer with that much disease.
Yeah.
Whistle sac polluting his snot stick. It's terrible.
The DNA slip and slide.
Yeah.
Infected with herpetogonosyphilis.
Yeah. But don't you love how when it's women, there's reasons? There's reasons women cheat. But when
There
you're a
we
man,
go.
no reason will suffice.
No, I mean, men, his excuse is, I just wanted some pussy. That's about it.
Or even if we do have a legit excuse, like, hey, I've been married for 10 years. She hasn't touched me for the last 7 of them. Well, that's no excuse.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Well, technically speaking, yeah, you're correct. Because you know what? If you would have divorced her as soon as she stopped doing that shit, she wouldn't have had to pay her alimony. Now it's 10 years in, she caught you cheating, and you do have to pay her alimony because you're an idiot.
That's right, man. It's not worth it. As soon as you
Just leave them.
just leave.
Why is that so hard?
I have no idea. I guess, men are gluttons for punishment.
Yeah.
Well, and, in my theory on marriage is we need to change the verbiage a little bit and call it a mirage. And, whenever you're in the desert and you see a mirage, it's usually of a cool pond of water that you can never quite get to, which in a marriage is that love and acceptance.
Yeah.
You never get to it, no matter how far you walk through that hot-ass desert, you're screwing yourself.
Yep, right in your 4th point of contact.
Like my advice, don't even play the game. The minute you're in a marriage and it turns into a mirage, go find a watering hole and walk your ass out of that desert because that's where you are.
Yeah. I mean, let's just drive the point home here, okay? When you see an article like this, there's never a reason to cheat. There are excuses people make for cheating.
Correct.
The bottom line is this. She stops banging you, or, he's, doing, he's at work so much because he just has no time for me, even though I'm the one who forced him to work because I wanted this particular lifestyle, whatever the fuck. Just leave him.
Yeah.
There's no reason to engage in this shit. It's
go.
stupid. Just go.
Yeah, you'd get more respect from everyone around you if you decided, it's not working, I'm divorcing him, and then you go, get your, slow motion train wreck of cock going, and you'll be fine.
See, now this here, I can actually respect this phrasing more than I can respect reasons. 12 factors that drive women to cheat. Because can you be driven to cheat? So somebody fucks with you enough and you feel like you're trapped in a relationship even though no one ever really is? Sure.
Yeah.
Dissatisfaction in a relationship. Low self-esteem. Emotional starvation.
Oh, this is so stupid.
That's one's particularly dumb. Anger or retribution. That's probably the most common one for dudes. Lack of excitement.
Well, that is because there's no pair bonding.
Yep.
And the feels wore out in about 24 months.
Exactly.
And listen, when you're with the same person, it becomes like that one song, bunch, 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 da da da. I mean, that's how it goes. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, if you have a lack of excitement, it's because you have a plethora of past partners.
Correct.
Sexual deprivation, again, another very common
And
one for dudes.
that's common for men.
Yep. Loneliness, which can literally be felt in a room full of people if you're emotionally weak enough.
Well, here's the thing. If you're in a marriage and you're lonely, You're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of it.
Insecure attachment style.
Now, what kind of word salad is this?
Attachment theory suggests that early childhood relationships influence how we perceive and behave in our intimate relationships as adults.
That's pretty true.
Depending on the care and nurturing or lack thereof that one receives as a child, they'll fall into one of 3 attachment styles as adults: secure, anxious, or avoidant. Okay. Midlife crisis.
That's very common.
That's a terrible time for anybody to try to do a midlife crisis. Women way past the wall. An underlying condition. Okay, so we're going to blame the plethora of so-called mental illnesses that women claim to have, so that they can, take their head meds for the chemical imbalance that they don't test you for before they put you on them, which inevitably winds up creating the chemical imbalance you didn't have in the first place. You were just mentally weak.
Yep. I don't know, man. This is insane.
Opportunity. That's another big one for dudes. Oh, you actually want to have sex with me?
Well, okay. In our world, rejection is the SOP of our lives.
Amazingly true.
Yeah.
Numbing difficult feelings.
That's usually common when there's a death in the family.
Yeah, we were talking about that, yeah. It's like, you banged me after my uncle's funeral. That was a celebration of life. We've all been there.
I've never picked up a woman at a funeral.
No. It's bad news bears.
No, you're just asking for bad karma.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
But hey.
I picked up a few women at weddings.
Oh, yeah. That's very, very common. Bridesmaids, never a bride, right? And they get a little about it. And next thing you know.
Now, this one is disgusting.
Well, I think this is where El Silver is heading. Proud cougar at 52. Women hate me, but I won't stop hunting college hunks.
She's not a cougar. She's a saber-tooth.
Yeah, she's saber-tooth, mountain lion, whatever you want to call her. I mean, does she have a decent body for a 52-year-old chick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not bad.
And I'm not going to shake two shits at it. With that being said, there's a very big difference between having actual sexual market value and being a practice dartboard for frat bros.
She's basically the walking, talking, inflatable sex doll for the college guys.
But to listen to her talk, you would think that she's like, oh, I'm just as good as I was in my 20s, and these guys, they love me, I'm different. Sure.
Nah.
Sure. Yeah, it'll last a little while, and then one day, her skin's not going to be quite as elastic as it was, and all these dudes who bang her, they all talk to each other.
Yes, they do.
So as soon as it starts to officially dip downhill in a real way, she's going to be left out to dry like the laundry.
Or, the frat guys who be like, hey, you're the new dude, you got to go bang the cougar.
Yep.
You want to be in the frat, bang the cougar.
Exactly.
And if she's game, it's going to be the revolving door of cock.
Yeah, she's the pledge hazing.
Yes. Yeah. Well, my buddy Richard, who's now deceased, they made him bang a midget in Korea.
Basket fuck?
No.
Okay.
No, it was just a midget.
Was just
and they're like,
I mean, you want to talk about gagging for Kiaka. A 52-year-old chick at a frat party.
Well, I mean...
She's like the frat mascot.
That's right.
That's really all she is. Because, it's just like the mascot mask, right? Mm-hmm. You'd never know who's been in there before you. It could be anybody.
You're breathing all of that sick stank in there.
Oh, God!
No, thank you.
And then you get a close-up like this, and then suddenly the illusion of her body just goes out the window.
Well, I mean, her face isn't bad for 52.
It's not terrible. She just got them horse knickers.
Yeah, look, she's gonna probably wind up in on a Pornhub or something.
Why the long face, Horace? I resemble that remark. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah Jessica
Listen,
Parker.
It's just a matter of time before the college students film it and put it on Pornhub or whatever.
Yep.
And then she'll be singing the blues.
When you discover one of your former Cubs, she refers to her bang bros as Cubs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's going to be real. I mean, she might be arriving later than some of her friends, but sooner or later, she's getting there.
Stop!
There we go.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the meat caser box.